I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats.
Guidotti emphasized that there were other factors that played a role in the unsatisfactory results. This shows that in this challenging racing arena, a racer must have the ability to face various changing conditions, both from a physical and technical perspective. With his recovery complete, it is predicted that Binder will show his best performance again at the 2024 Spanish MotoGP. This was quite annoying when using the rear brake, so he couldn't perform optimally. It's true that Brad traveled to America due to injury. The injury is very small in the right leg, said Guidotti as quoted by Speedweek. This issue isn't actually dangerous, but in practice it's made him a bit of an annoyance in Austin. That's a small annoying factor, especially when using the rear brake, added the man from Italy. Pedro Acosta's crazy action in MotoGP 2024 is Threat.Brad, Binder and Jack Miller at KTM. This was confirmed by KTM Red Bull manager, Francesco Guidotti. What has Brad Binder discovered to go faster? Pedro Acosta's serious threat to KTM? And here is the full news. Brad Binder fierce battles in the MotoGP racing arena always provide interesting stories. One of the latest narratives comes from Brad Binder, a talented racer from the Red Bull KTM team. In a stunning drama, Binder recently suffered a minor injury while competing in the 2024 United States MotoGP. However, his team provided good news by confirming that Binder has fully recovered and is ready to return to action at the 2024 Spanish MotoGP, which will be held this weekend. Before his injury, Binder had shown extraordinary skill in the opening two series of the season. His work on the track includes second podiums in the sprint and opening race at the 2024 Qatar MotoGP, as well as finishing fourth in the main race at the Portuguese GP. However, at the COTA circuit, Binder seemed to struggle and was only able to finish in 12th place in the sprint and 9th in the Grand Prix race. According to the Red Bull KTM team manager, Francesco Guidotti, Binder's minor injury to his right leg bothered him, especially when using the rear brake in Austin. Although not a safety threat, the injury significantly affected the driver's performance. Despite this, no further treatment was required after the race, and Binder has fully recovered from his injury. However, the decline in performance in the United States MotoGP was not only caused by injury. Guidotti emphasized that there were other factors that played a role in the unsatisfactory results. This shows that in this challenging racing arena, a racer must have the ability to face various changing conditions, both from a physical and technical perspective. With his recovery complete, it is predicted that Binder will show his best performance again at the 2024 Spanish MotoGP. The race will be held at the Jerez Angel Nieto circuit, Jerez de la Frontera, on Sunday, April 28, 2024 at 19.00 WIB. It is hoped that this will be the stage for the return of the success and toughness that has made its name in world racing. This is certainly a hope for MotoGP fans and lovers to witness Brad Binder's brilliant actions in the upcoming race. In other information, manager of the Red Bull KTM team, Francesco Guidotti, revealed that Brad Binder had indeed suffered an injury when appearing at the 2024 United States MotoGP. However, he confirmed that his flagship racer had recovered and was ready to compete in the 2024 Spanish MotoGP this weekend. Binder has been outstanding in the first two series of the season. He managed to get to the second podium in the sprint and opening race at the 2024 Qatar MotoGP and then finished in fourth place in the main race at the Portuguese GP. However, Binder seemed to lose his spurs when he appeared on the COTA circuit. The racer from South Africa was only able to finish in 12th place in the sprint and 9th in the Grand Prix race in Uncle Sam's country. As a result, Binder immediately dropped 3 places on the standings to 6th with 49 points. Now, he is 31 points behind the leader of the standings, Jorge Martin. Guidotti revealed that Binder actually raced while suffering from a minor injury to his right leg in Austin, United States. This was quite annoying when using the rear brake, so he couldn't perform optimally. It's true that Brad traveled to America due to injury. The injury is very small in the right leg, said Guidotti as quoted by Speedweek. This issue isn't actually dangerous, but in practice it's made him a bit of an annoyance in Austin. "That's a small annoying factor, especially when using the rear brake," added the man from Italy. However, no further treatment is required after the race. "Brad has recovered and we hope he can be fully operational at Jerez," said Guidati. However, Guidati assessed that the injury was not the main factor in why Binder's performance declined drastically in the United States. There are other reasons why riders are reluctant. The 28-year-old is stuck at COTA. On the other hand, Pedro Acosta's crazy action in MotoGP 2024 is no threat to Brad Binder and Jack Miller at KTM. This was confirmed by KTM Red Bull manager, Francesco Guidati. Guidati himself admitted that he was impressed with Pedro Acosta's performance. As is known, Acosta has the status of a rookie in MotoGP 2024. However, this Gas Tech 3 rider immediately attracted the public's attention because of his excellent performance in the 3-race series that he has participated in. Acosta has successfully won 2 podiums in the 3 series of races he has competed in. Baby Shark, Pedro Acosta's nickname, won 3rd podium in the 2nd race series, namely the Portuguese MotoGP, and 2nd podium in the United States MotoGP. Guidati also admitted that Acosta had a positive impact on KTM. His performance as a newcomer to MotoGP was truly impressive. "Pedro is good for all of us. He's crazy and it's very impressive to feel what he does," said Guidati, as reported by Speedweek. Acosta's slick performance seemed to threaten the position of Binder and Miller, who are KTM factory riders. However, Guidati believes that his 2 racers do not need to feel pressured by these conditions. Guidati said Acosta's presence actually had a positive effect on racer competition in the KTM seat. He took the example of Pramac racing rider, Jorge Martin, who made the competition between Ducati riders even fiercer to win the factory team seat. "No, that is completely unnecessary. The biggest enemy is not Pedro. On the contrary. This is a positive effect," said Guidati. The same thing has been seen with the arrival of Jorge Martin. Jorge also quickly took a big lead, and that inspired the other Ducati riders. "It is reasonable. Even though it has to be seen, someone like Pedro doesn't come along every day. He is indeed extraordinary," he continued. Acosta currently has 54 points and is in 4th place in the 2024 MotoGP standings. Meanwhile, Binder is sitting in 6th position with 49 points and Miller is in 10th position with 22 points.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease, bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me, cause she got a bad little waist. And we tearing down this place, off the liquor that we chase. Got some egos to the face, baby I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body